certification. In fact, that's the only board-certified area that can be achieved in this realm.
Dr. Justin Heller, warm, understanding, always available for guidance because he's local. HellerPlasticSurgery.com.
Hey there, it's Tori with your hometown station weather. A partly cloudy day today with a high of 75 degrees. Cloudy overnight with a low of 56. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds. A high of 72, a little warmer on Friday. Get your tickets now to Diamond Rio at the Santa Clarita Performing Arts Center, College of the Canyons, Saturday, June 30th at 7 p.m. Tickets are on sale now. Visit canyonspack.com.
Your hometown station, KHTS.
Santa Clarita and everyone listening in from around the world. You're right here at KHTS, your hometown station. I am Sharon Brubaker, and you are joining us for the Grief Recovery Hour. I'm so glad that you joined in. If you're listening to this program, there's a huge probability that your heart is broken. It could be from a death, either recent or long ago, or it could be from one of the 43 known losses we know that can cause a grieving experience. Regardless of the cause of your broken heart, you know how you feel, and it probably isn't good. I'm not going to tell you how you feel because you already know. But at best I can tell you is that I know what it felt like when my broken heart occurred, and it was not good. Today we have an amazing guest on our show, and we're going to have a lot of fun. This is Miss Marguerite Berg, and she goes by Margot. A lot of people call you Margot.
Yes.
But she loves Marguerite, so we're going to use Marguerite today. Marguerite, tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about your background, and then I have some exciting news to share with the guests about what you do.
Okay. A little bit about myself. I'm resident of Santa Clarita.
Yay.
Family moved here in 1976. Dad still lives here. Married, and I have 3 older brothers and tons of nieces and nephews.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. You're from Santa Clarita. We love that. So, Marguerite, you are connected with the Circle of Hope, and they are a community that within this community that absolutely helps people that have cancer, and they give resources to those people that have cancer. But you and I didn't actually meet that way.
No.
We actually met at the chamber, and we're kind of in the same business. So you are a life coach, and connected with the Circle of Hope, which is really kind of cool. So give me a little bit of background about the Circle of Hope and exactly what they do in the community and how they help out.
Okay. Well, Circle of Hope is a cancer wellness center, and they provide financial assistance to uninsured and underinsured persons who are experiencing cancers. But it's actually just the 8 types of cancers: reproductive, colon, melanoma, and breast cancer. We have a wellness center. Our Hope's Haven Wellness Center services all types of cancers. And we have some new programs that are coming out, lectures, workshops, classes, and services that are being provided to
The community. So you oversee the program. So you're the program director for overseeing the programs that are coming in. And that's fairly new, I understand.
Yes.
That's something new that you guys are bringing to the program.
Yes.
So can you elaborate a little bit more on that? So you didn't have these programs before.
So right now, in the newness launching this, I'm meeting with different practitioners in the community, which is great because we have people who are wanting to work with our cancer community.
Right.
So we have, acupuncturists, Reiki masters,
Wow.
yoga instructors,
All types of resources.
all types of resources that we're going to be offering. We have classes coming up in June, and we have a class tomorrow night with a Reiki master who is going to be doing some amazing things at our center. So it's exciting, very exciting times for us right now. It's just
Really cool.
Yeah.
So what I understand is that people that have been diagnosed with one of those types of cancers can now go to the Circle of Hope and lean on them for resources. So let me ask you a question. Let me clarify that a little bit. So let's say that I was just diagnosed and I need some resources for, let's say, a wig or a special wheelchair. Would I go to the Circle Hope for that?
If you had one of the 8 types of cancers that Circle of Hope, there's a criteria for Circle of Hope specifically that would provide financial assistance. And so, say, for example, if you needed a wig and couldn't afford it, then yes, you go through the application process. There's a certain dollar amount that's assigned to each of our clients. And then with that, we would help with, insurance deductibles, with wigs, things that are, related. And we'd provide, financial assistance for that. But it would fall within those 8 types. But with our Hope's Haven Wellness Center, then that's open to people of all types of cancers. And these classes and workshops are all free. They are all free. And the services too. For example, we had Yvonne in this morning who does Reiki, and she did 3 30-minute sessions. So we had 3 different people in there having this service free of charge to them.
How amazing
and
is that?
It was donated, Yvonne donated her time for that.
And that's so cool to have that in the community, and it's a powerful resource for the community. So you have some flyers here. Let's talk about a couple of the classes, and then we'll get to actually, I was stopped by there last night, which was really cool.
Yes.
So some of the classes you have coming up, let us know what those are.
So for tomorrow evening, May 31st, we have Kiara Eskasha, and she is a Reiki master, and she's going to be talking about befriending your cancer.
Wow.
Pretty
That's
awesome.
kind of cool.
And then we have Dennis Kane, who is also a cancer survivor, who's going to be coming in this Saturday, and he is going to be doing a lecture on creating powerful beliefs and tools to manage your symptoms. Then, yours truly, Sharon. Yay! She is going to be with us June 4th.
Yeah.
And
Doing a grief recovery workshop.
Yeah, and that's
really
going to be pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And then Christian D. Bennett, if I can get her name right, Benedetto, she is a dance instructor here in Santa Clarita, and she is going to be doing mindful movement for dance with our clients.
So I was there last night to share a little bit about the grief recovery, and I was with the Circle of Hope. It's a support group, correct?
Yes.
And I was sharing with Marguerite that the room had such amazing energy, and the people that were in the room they're on a special journey, which is really kind of cool. It comes across. You can feel the energy in the room. So Kristen was there sharing about her dance class just prior to me talking about grief recovery. And I was so excited. I even wanted to sign up for the class. The way she talked about how she's just going to help with movements and just keeping joints moving, and then that energy, what it's going to mean for them just being able to move, or areas that are tight. And you could tell that people were, hanging on every word she was saying. I thought it was really, really cool. So that was really great.
And that support group meets every other Tuesday evening from 7 to 9, and Wendy Thrush is the lead facilitator for that group.
Guys, you have to see this room. It's amazing. It's set up like a living room. It was very comfy. The lights were set just so perfectly. She put some light snacks on the table. Everybody had water, and they were really settled in. It wasn't like we went into a stale conference room or lecture room, right?
Yeah.
So everyone felt right at home, and it was really beautiful. There's a couple of pieces of antique furniture in there, and
it was all donated. All that furniture is donated.
Beautiful signs on the room, encouraging signs, which is really great. And everyone kind of just settled in, and we got to have a really great conversation. I shared with you that I felt like I walked into their space, which was so empowering for me. I don't know if they realized what energy they gave to me and what I was able to, very humbling, to be able to share with them about grief. Now, let me ask you a question. The support group. Can family members join that support group?
So the support group is open to everyone, not just persons experiencing cancer, but caregivers, family members are all welcome. The community is, welcome to attend that.
That is so powerful. It's so powerful. I remember when my dad was going through cancer that it was so important for us to have the resources and it was constantly like we were looking for the resources that we may need, and to have someone who's just walked the journey in front of you or knows what that journey is like to answer questions can be so powerful, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, it can definitely be powerful. So that is great that you guys have that set up there. You even have a little lecture room inside, I know, and you're fairly new at that location.
Yes. So December, I think, of last year is when they moved.
Okay.
We did the ribbon cutting a couple months after that. And so, yes, that's a new location.
Okay, and then you have quite a few fundraisers, which is really great.
So we have a couple that are coming up.
Yes.
August 11th is our Vine to Wine.
Tell me about that.
It's a wine event.
Yay!
Yoo-hoo! So there, we have different restaurants in the community who participate, different wineries that are participating in that. And so it's a fundraising event for Circle Hope. So it's a nice event. It's at Cal Arts. It's August 11th. And so check out the website for tickets purchasing. And then we have in October,
Go ahead.
we have our afternoon tea.
The afternoon tea.
That's
I
gonna be at
remember
the Hyatt.
donating to that last year, but I wasn't able to go. And that's a big
That's
event
a
for the
nice
community,
one.
right?
Very nice. Very
Yeah,
nice
so
event.
all the ladies get dressed up and there's tables, right?
It's really nice. And this year it's at a different location. This year
Okay.
it's going to be at the Hyatt.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's October 6th.
Oh, very
It's
nice.
At the Hyatt. Yeah.
And then one that's big for everyone, I see it on Facebook all the time, and I'm definitely going to go when it comes up, is Bras for a Cause. And that's one that was on your website. Very big. Okay. Also, let me ask you this. You started out because of breast cancer, correct?
Circle Hope, the origin of Circle Hope with Colleen Schaefer was breast cancer. She's a breast cancer survivor.
Right.
And then over the years, then it opened up to reproductive, colon, melanoma.
And that sort of thing. Okay. And they decided to grow on their own because people kept looking for them, kept coming out and saying, we need help, we need resources.
Well, with Circle Hope, they want to provide this resource to persons who reside in Santa Clarita or work here or getting treatment, here.
Exactly.
And so it's everything that's the money that's raised stays here, with Circle Hope.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think as a community, we need to understand that it is a gem that we have here in Santa Clarita, and it's so important for people to come out and come to the events, right? So that they can get the money that they need. Because if we have someone that's coming in and they need a little bit of help, those resources absolutely come from the money that the community provides. And having these amazing events really helps to put that the money to the center.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
What is your favorite part of the center, of being at the center?
Wow, there's so many. One of the things, like you experienced last night, sitting in on the support group,
Yeah.
that I really like that actually has been in place for years. Wendy Thrush, she did it in her home for a very long time. And now
Wow.
we have this, wellness center here. And so it's been moved there, and it's called the living room. And it's just, like you said, it's a really humbling experience to sit in on that, being welcomed into their space, because that's their journey that they are, on. We've recently started a wellness walk on Fridays. It's the last Friday of every month. And so that is really, really nice. So in addition to the every other Tuesday support group, there is a wellness walk the last Friday of every month. And we've had it at the Bridgeport Lake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's beautiful. Just,
The weather's been perfect for that.
Yeah.
Perfect for that. So you are there as a program director. Are you planning on helping programs grow, direct these programs that are already in place, and a little bit at a time? When you see a need, you'll add something. What is your plan for growing programs?
The plan is definitely, yes, to create programs as time goes and as we grow. And so now we are implementing the lectures, the classes, the workshops, and services that practitioners want to provide. Over time, we have this great and amazing support group, but over time, branching out and having other types of support groups that, that are seeing as a need. For example, a group for, we just had a lecture about a month ago from a gentleman named Bruce who's in Santa Barbara. And he is a husband of his, woman who has breast cancer, who's a survivor. And so he was, for example, saying that, he would have loved to have had, a group to go to know how to deal with these feelings and know how to just, because men are like to fix it, but with this, they can't fix it.
Yeah.
So what do? So then having a group for husbands, for example, would be another support group.
That's
to
amazing.
add. Yeah.
That's amazing. What about children? Do you have resources for children yet? Have you guys
There
grown that yet?
is an organization here in Santa Clarita who works with children with cancer. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. That is really cool. That's really cool. So how long have you been there?
As the program director since March, I was a board member and then transitioned into the program director.
That's
Part-time.
cool. Oh, that's
Part-time.
cool. That's really cool. But that's not your full-time
Gig?
Yes, your full-time gig. You're actually a professional certified life coach, and you have your own business here in Santa Clarita, and you have an office in Newhall, Valencia? Newhall area. So tell us a little bit about your full-time gig.
So I'm a life and relationship coach.
Oh, yay.
And I do have my new office space in Newhall, so very excited about that. Received certification a few years back, and was doing the full-time day job and trying to grow the practice in the evening. And so, but last year was able to transition out of a full-time day position and putting more time into the coaching practice.
And relationships is what you specialize in.
So individual, singles, and couples. So with individuals, it's personal growth and self-care. And for singles, conscious dating. And for couples, just to enrich their relationship.
Oh, wow. That's really cool. That's really cool. That is amazing. That's an amazing career. So let's talk a little bit about the individuals first. So people come to you, they find you, and they have, is it mostly just dating? Just like, I need help with dating, or is it all kinds of life coaching?
All kinds. There's different, areas in our life, and depending on what area that is, that they're actually, wanting to grow.
Right.
Or to change, or to make, be more joyful.
Right.
And create balance.
Absolutely.
So.
And so they come to you and they're like, hey, I have this problem. I need to change this. I want to start working out. I want to lose weight, that sort of thing. And you walk them through the steps.
So you are dedicated, committed, you are motivated and driven for change and growth. So it's not therapy. It's not, so coaches aren't therapists.
Right.
Okay. They don't give recommendations, and they don't explore your past. The only thing that we actually explore in regards to the past is just finding out what barriers are preventing you from obtaining your goal. We're not consultants or advisors. We don't give you any kind of advice. It's all about the relationship, helping you to make the plan, the action plan, and for success for your goal.
And they come in, they sit with you, they come once a week, twice a week. Is there a certain amount of time that they may come in?
It could be weekly, could be every other week, and it's for a period of time. It all depends on the goal, because it's all individualized. It all depends on what their goal is, what their action plan is, will determine how often we would actually meet.
And then individuals, let's say individuals and then singles. Let's say a single comes in and they want to work out a dating plan, for example. Is that something you would help them do?
So I have a program for singles, and it's actually going to be like in a group setting initially. And so it is we identify what type of single you are, and then identify if you are actually dating ready, if you're actually ready to get back out there.
Wow.
Yeah, and date.
That's cool.
And it's just allowing you to be more mindful and aware of dating, the process, and red flags. And if somebody, now with coaching also just to know, not everybody is coachable.
Right.
So when people do come in, if there's someone who actually needs therapy, then I would make that recommendation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
because this is all it's for those who are driven for change and growth. And if there's someone coming in who has like a crisis happening in their life, they would actually need to be referred to a therapist. And so if someone actually comes in who calls who actually, is going through some grieving, then I would refer them always to you.
Yeah, and I would love that, and I would love to help anyone. I think we need to talk a little bit more. We're going to take a break real quick here, but we're going to talk a little bit more on how the dating scene has changed over the years, especially like since you and I, and how much more pressure it is. And with social media, it's kind of crazy, and how you are able to help them out with your coaching program and getting more into that. So stay tuned, everyone. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back in just a minute. Join us right back here.
This is a Rita's Daybreak. There's a huge crowd at Rita's. With so many amazing flavors, every day's a treat. Let's see what folks are celebrating.
I lost my first tooth.
No more training wheels.
My dog photo got 37 likes.
3 kids, 3 activities, 0 meltdowns. There you have it. Layer it, blend it, or drink it with Italian ice and creamy custard. So many reasons to celebrate at Rita's. This has been a Rita's Daybreak.
Rita's.
Santa Clarita Water has a long history of safe, reliable water service. SCV Water is dedicated to increasing efficiencies, protecting our vital resources, and improving their customers' experiences. That's you. Meet them at their new home on the web at yourscvwater.com. There you can find the latest news, rebates, and much more. That's yourscvwater.com. They can't wait to serve you.
Come join me, Arif Halby, for Total Financial Solutions Safer Money Hour. Every Tuesday at noon, we uncover ways to help you manage your money, get out of debt, and prepare for your retirement. That's every Tuesday at noon on Total Financial Solutions Safer Money Hour. Are you not sure if you can retire yet? Listen to us and learn about tips for savings, retirement strategies, and so much more. That's every Tuesday at noon on Total Financial Solutions Safer Money Hour on your hometown station, KHTS.
Little Eye Leaders is the newest preschool in the Santa Clarita Valley. At Little Eye Leaders, our outstanding teachers lead with intellect, perspective, and heart. That means our programs provide a warm, nurturing atmosphere to meet the unique needs of each child. We believe that play is a powerful form of learning for young children. That's why our kids have every opportunity to learn through the magic and excitement of play. Parents, schedule a tour today by calling 303-0400 or online at littleeyeleaders.org.
Aloha, friends! Go check out Honu Coffee, home of the best cold brew coffee. What makes their coffee special is how their organic coffee beans are infused with nitrogen to create a smooth and delicious cup of coffee. You'll also find traditional bold coffees and island-inspired signature drinks. They're the perfect place to catch up with friends or just relax with your favorite cup of joe. Honu Coffee on Lyons and Walnut in Newhall. Stop by and say aloha.
KHTS, your hometown station.
Hi guys, welcome back. You are right here at KHTS, your hometown station. You are listening to the Grief Recovery Hour with Sharon Brubaker and my guest, Marguerite Berg. And we were having a great conversation about Circle of Hope and everything that they're doing right here in the community and all the resources that they offer, which is amazing. Marguerite is the program director there, and she is a life coach in the area, and we were kind of segueing into the life coaching business and really what it's like. And just prior to the break, you shared that you work with individuals, singles, and with couples, and we were talking about singles and maybe starting your new group on singles and dating. It's a new group you're going to be starting now. And I was sharing how dating is so different now and talking about how social media plays a big part in that and what the difference is from when I was out there many, many years ago. But that the fact that we're even needing a resource to needing a life coach, and I think the fact that even that people are coming out and reaching out for that is amazing, realizing that they need that. What's your take on the people you're seeing and who are really out there and that really needing that resource?
Well, since dating from long ago, right? But when I even did it, there was the social media. There was, the those online dating sites. So that's still, but there's a lot more of it. But what seems to be a trend is that more people, young people, are actually doing careers first and then doing the dating thing.
Cool.
So that's what seems to be the trend right now.
Yeah.
But the ones who are, coming are those who are having challenges with dating, kind of tired of it, kind of tired of the online thing too, and just trying to figure out what am I not doing, right? Or the ones who are, are always gravitating to the same type of person, but wanting to figure out how to not gravitate to that person if they're not benefiting them, in a healthy way.
Absolutely. So when they come into you and we sit in our group and you say you decide if they're even dating ready, you walk them through the process of that.
So initially we identify what type of single, that they are. And then there's an assessment tool of questions where they would have to answer to see if they're actually even dating ready.
Then once you realize if they're dating ready, then you give them, is there homework assignments? You give them projects to work on and you walk through the process with them?
Then there's a 12-week program
awesome.
that we do.
Cool.
Yeah.
That is so amazing. Then your third clients that you work with are couples. So a couple might come to you for what?
So what tends to happen with a lot of us, we put our relationships on the back burner because life happens, family happens, things happen. And so couples are wanting to, get the love back, get back on track, and just need that extra, guidance to do that or creative ways to do that because they're, sometimes like, okay, what do we do? It's been so long, we haven't dated in so long, we haven't done this in so long, so what do we do? So just working with, couples to, bring back things that they have lost in their relationship, put on the back burner because the life and family happens, and just providing that space so they can, and tools and things like that to help work on that.
That's so amazing because I know a lot of people get stuck in that rut, right? They are going along. I have kids. This one has soccer. That one has baseball. Where you go this way, I'll go that way. And then before you know it, the marriage is not primary in their marriage is not put first. So you help them remember what that was and bring that back and maybe like that would include some dating, set up some dates, that sort of thing. Or do you really go down to the root of how they got there?
Well, definitely would explore, a little bit of how they got there because again, if somebody comes like they're in crisis with their relationship, then they would definitely be referred out. But if someone's just wanting to build on, what they already have, their foundation they have, then yes, we help, put the dating back in, help them, know that they can create time to put in their relationship because time management, we all have issues with that or challenges with that, and so just helping them to see that we can make time for ourselves and we can put time back into ourselves and get our relationship back on track, balance, growing, getting stronger.
And that probably really can help from them going towards the D word, right? If they get back on track and really see. And the other thing is setting those boundaries that, Saturday night is our date night. And this is important to us and it's important to our family. And that no matter what, hey kids, we're doing a date night.
Yeah.
Correct? That can be so powerful.
They have to know their relationship is important too.
Right.
Just like being the parent for the family, their relationship is important.
That's amazing. That's amazing work. I think what you do, I think it's so valuable, to the community as well, a resource that's so great. Tell me a little bit about your heart to really go there. What made you really want to do this coaching?
Okay. So I have been in the field of social work for over 24 years. And so being in that field, there was always something just kind of missing. Although, I've got into it because I wanted to work with people, serve people, and, there was something always missing. I couldn't figure out what it was, couldn't put my finger on it. And then I came across this book on CD for Cheryl Richardson, who was a life coach. I just listened to it, and I thought, oh, well, this sounds more like me of what I would want to do. Working with people in a different way than the social services way, and working with people on my terms and not so much with, the policies and politics that go into the social services field, and creating something that I would like for people who actually want a service and not really forced into it sometimes, like with social work. And so then I was attending a networking group, the BFF group that meets the last Wednesday of every month. And there was a gal named Kimberly Barkley, who is a life coach. And I met her, chatted with her, and I thought, right now's the time to do it. She is a beautiful soul. She has a great heart. And so she inspired me to just go for it and pursue that. And
you did.
And I did.
Wow, life-changing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's cool. So for a time you straddled, you did your J job. You were at the regional center?
Mm-hmm.
And also doing this, and then finally you're like, this is it, I'm going for it.
Yeah, well, yes. So because it wasn't, you couldn't do the day job full time and then do this in the evening.
Right.
And it just wasn't working for me.
Right.
Even though that was like a recommendation to do that, it wasn't working for me. But so, so there's some things that happened to where I was able to transition out of the day
That's
job.
amazing. And to be able to be here and be there for the couples that really need you is so cool. What is your favorite part of coaching?
The favorite part is actually when the goals come to fruition, when someone actually is successful with completing their goal.
Yeah.
When you see them achieve that goal, it's pretty amazing. Also, too, in the process, during the coaching process in a session, and when someone has like that
aha moment. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's pretty
That's
cool
pretty
to
cool.
see. Yeah.
Yeah, I can relate to that for sure.
But what's really exciting is just seeing that when they've achieved that goal, that's pretty awesome.
I feel like I feel for myself in the grief work and working with grievers that I feel that I am not even working. Even though I'm out every day, I can do it 7 days a week. It doesn't bother me. I can do it 12 hours a day. I love it so much. Yeah. I love grievers so much, and I feel that I have a resource to help them on their own personal journey that it is almost like not even working. Do you find that for yourself when you're out there?
Yeah, which is a little strange.
Yes.
When it doesn't feel like work, you're like, okay.
It's like fun.
Shouldn't this be harder, more challenging?
Isn't that true?
Yeah.
Isn't that true? Okay, so what's the toughest part of it?
The toughest part would be when someone's actually just not ready. Yeah. And, so you start off and the action plan is created, and then they'll come back and like they haven't done anything toward, their goal. And then you just have to kind of talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe now it's not the time. Maybe now you're just not, ready.
I feel that deep in my heart, people come to do their grief work when they're ready. They don't come before that. They absolutely have to be ready, willing, and able, and at least have 1% willingness to turn or change, right? And if they're not ready to do that work, they can come to my office and they tell me they're ready, and they will even pay the money. But if their heart is not in it and they actually have that willingness to work on their broken heart, nothing's going to move. They just get stuck there. And so do you find that in coaching as well?
If, for example, if someone, says they're 100% committed, 80% committed, but then, again, when the process starts and then they're not showing that, then, that's a little bit, of a challenge.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a challenge for sure. And so what would you do? What do you tell those clients that end up like that?
well, maybe now's not the time.
Yeah.
When you actually are more committed, then we can revisit it, talk about it, and,
You and I talked a little bit earlier about the difference between coaching and therapy, and that is a hot button item right now. I know a lot of people are leaning towards coaching. They like that feel a little better. They really are out there really kind of setting their own pace and coming to their own conclusions, and you're really just a guide for them. That's how it is in grief recovery. I'm really just a guide for them, and I've been on that journey, and I know what it's like to be a griever, and so I'm able to help them on that path. So do you find that the people that come to you are the same way?
For persons who will come to me, they could also be people who actually need therapy.
Yeah.
And so the ones who, through conversation in the very beginning, if it feels more of what they're seeking, sounds like they actually need to see a therapist, then I will definitely, refer them to that.
Yeah.
So, because I'm not practicing therapy.
Yeah.
That's not my area.
Yeah.
And so I would have to refer them out because I would not be doing any justice to them.
Right.
And that's not something that would be okay. I cannot do that. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. So where do you see your business growing to in, let's say, the next 5 years as far as Santa Clarita? I see that look on your face. You're like, what? You're going to have a big center?
Wow. So in the next 5 years, just for it to just grow and flourish, and to add more programs, and eventually, because of the couple piece, then I would also want to explore couples retreats.
Yeah.
And so that's one thing that's on my mind, actually in the forefront of my mind right now. But
to grow that, to have couples retreats that you could do on a weekend getaway or a cruise. Let's go out of town. Let's work on our marriage. Let's work on our coupleship. Let's be together. Wow, that's amazing. And in between that, they would do classes and then just be together. How cool is that?
Very cool.
That's
very
amazing.
Exciting.
I think you're onto something there. Yeah, I can't wait till you set the first one up. I definitely want to be there for that. Awesome. How cool is that? That's really great. Do you miss the social work at all?
I do. I'm not completely out of it because now I'm
with the Circle of Hope.
Yeah, so I'm working with the persons who are experiencing cancer, so I'm not totally out of it. But I mean, and I don't think I probably really will be, just because I've done it for so long, and my heart is always toward service for others, and so I gravitate to that. So it's not completely over.
Not completely out.
Yeah.
For sure. So I see you around town a lot. So you are the woman about town, getting around. I love that. And I see you around. What is some of your favorite networking programs to do?
Let's see. Some of the ones that I like, or that I actually do, I do like the hotspot mixer that Larry does. I like the BFF, Be a Friend First, with Kathy and Lois, and the Chamber.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then Holistic Chamber.
And that's where people can find you because you're there, you're involved in those programs. People can see you, they see what you do, and they can refer to you from there. By any chance, do you work with children?
Currently, no. I used to years ago, but no, I do not now.
Are there coaching programs out there for children?
There's a teen. There is a gentleman, Alex, who works with teens.
Yeah.
So.
But you don't have children as part of your program, and so you would refer that out. And
actually, children would probably just actually need therapy, not coaching.
Yeah. So what is something that I could change if I came to you other than my dating? Could you get coached on weight loss?
If you were serious about, because I'm not a nutritionist or a health coach, but if you were disciplined enough and just need to create a plan to get on track with your weight loss, we can create that plan.
So somebody could come and literally find you if they have one area in their life that they want to improve. Like let's say they're scheduling, or I want to get better on my timing. I want to get better on showing up on time. You could actually coach them into making that one change in their life to better their life.
Right. Because people, they know themselves. Everybody knows themselves. And we tend to put things on the back burner. Mm-hmm. So it's just being that person, that guide that creates that space of self-awareness, self-discovery, that someone can just, we go through the process and someone's able to put that action plan together, and then they do it. They just do it.
Yeah.
Once they put it together and they see it visually on paper, and they know they can do it. They know they can achieve it. But it's just getting to that point, because sometimes we tend to just keep putting things off for a very long time.
What's blocking us?
Well, everyone's different.
Yeah.
Everybody's different.
Like they just, is it that they don't want to do it, or they just don't see it? Like sometimes I feel like for me, I don't see it. I can't visualize it. And so having someone else come in and share that with me helps a lot.
Mm-hmm. Because we get overwhelmed with stuff. Sometimes life happens, and so because we put it, on the back burner for so long, we can't actually see doing it. We can't see that, okay, I can actually take the time to do it. But if someone is really determined that you know what, I need to do this, I need to do it now. And then come in, put a plan together, and then they actually just, they'll do it. But it's just getting to that point, I just need to do this. So if you're, crossroads, transitioning between something, if there's just, decisions that have to be made, you just need that extra little.
Which is amazing. It's so cool. It's almost like sitting and having a conversation with your girlfriend. Hey, let's sit down, let's work this out. Now, do you have them actually write it out, what might be blocking them, where they're going to that resource?
I will actually, I do a lot of the writing.
Yeah.
And asking questions, and then just getting through questioning, just drawing, bringing it out, what has prevented you from doing that before, what has kept you from doing that before, what are some things that may interfere, what are some challenges that you faced before, that, and they're just talking about it and saying, well, how can you know?
It's like the light bulb turns on. You're having the conversation with them, and all of a sudden their light bulb turns on and they get it.
Yeah.
Because we know, like I know that grievers need to be listened to and heard with respect. They need to talk about it. So not even grievers, but somebody who's stuck in a certain dilemma, talking about it is really going to help them. And having that coach guide them through that path is really going to help them as well. Correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. We're going to take a quick break here, but when we come back, we're going to talk about your dream boards. I call them dream boards.
Vision boards.
Vision boards, and how you set that up, and how that really helps with your clients and that sort of thing. Meet you right back here after the break. Thank you so much.
With Facey Medical Group, good health is within your reach. Our doctors provide Santa Clarita's finest primary and specialist care at 4 convenient Santa Clarita locations. If you're looking for connected, convenient, personal care, there's no better place. We accept most health insurance, including plans offered through Covered California. Call 1-844-MY-FACEY for more information or to schedule an appointment.
Woodward Kitchen and Bath started in 1988 with my husband and myself as a mom and pop shop.
Lisa Woodward.
We started off with my husband and myself. We've grown from being a cabinet shop to being a full one-stop shop, so we can do the whole turnkey project.
Let Woodward Kitchen and Bath transform your Santa Clarita home.
We do everything in-house, can supply everything, and it's the same person you'll be working with from the start of your project to the end. That's what makes us more special than somebody else down the street.
Woodward Kitchen and Bath, woodwardkb.com.
The best live theater can be found right here in the Santa Clarita Valley. The Canyon Theater Guild has been entertaining audiences for decades with top quality musicals and plays. Located on Main Street in Old Town Newhall, CTG also offers workshops for the young actor in your family. For more information, call the box office at 799-2702 or go online to canyontheater.org.
Your building sign is essential in getting customers to your location. Feathers can help get your business noticed. They walk you through each phase of your building sign project, providing special attention to detail and quality. Feathers will give you a sign you can be proud of. Your building sign will draw customers in instead of having them drive by. Feathers on Soledad in Canyon Country, across from the Edwards Theater, or go to feathersphoto.com. That's feathersphoto.com.
La Esmeralda is home to truly authentic Mexican food. This family-owned restaurant prides itself on its fresh-to-order menu. Even the tortillas are made in-house. If you have a taste for sizzling fajitas, flautas, or menudo, you have to try La Esmeralda's Mexican and Seafood Restaurant. Dine in or order out for the most authentic Mexican food Santa Clarita has to offer. Their Taco Tuesday, it'll turn you into a regular. La Esmeralda on Bouquet at Haskell.
Your hometown station.
Welcome back, Santa Clarita. You're right here at KHTS, your hometown station. And this is Sharon Brubaker, and you are listening to the Grief Recovery Hour. And I have an amazing guest today, life coach, certified professional life coach, Marguerite Berg. And we've been talking through an array of topics, but right now we're talking about her life coaching business, and we're going to center this last little segment here around vision boards. I call them dream boards. Is there a difference?
You can call them dream board.
Yeah. I think originally they came out as dream boards.
I think I'm just stuck with vision.
I love vision, though.
Dream boards.
So it's really like you get together with clients, you do a vision board.
So you're you're putting your goals on paper.
Yeah.
You're giving your goals a visual.
3D.
Yeah. So it could be through, again, any area, that you're, could be your vision of love. It could be vision of whatever. And so it's just, you choose motivational words, you choose photos, and you just put it there on poster board. And then you actually you need to post it somewhere in your home where you're going to see every day and remind you of this every single day, something that you're working towards. So some people at the very beginning of the year, they set goals for that year, right? And put things on paper, on the board, and then every day you're looking at it, and it continues to motivate you and drives you towards that goal.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Because I know that things that you absolutely write down, like if you write down your goals in the beginning of the year and you go back and look at them at the end of the year, most times those things that you've actually put pen to paper on, you absolutely can achieve.
Yeah.
You can absolutely achieve those. Even if you're walking around Marguerite, and the vision board is hanging up and you're seeing it every day, is it very important to stop and absolutely look at it and take it in? Because, if I put a Post-it note that says, Sharon, don't forget to buy dog food, I'll walk past it 5 times.
A Post-it note isn't cute.
No, it's not cute.
It's not. It doesn't inspire you, a Post-it note. You have to, have something that's going to draw your attention, and where you're actually going to see, and it could be something like,
your dream car.
It could be a vacation that you're wanting to go on. It could be you're wanting to create, a spa area, retreat area at your house, So it could be anything. And then you put that on paper, you look at it, because I have one.
Right.
And I look at it every day. And
wow.
I see,
Do you change your vision board?
You can create new ones.
Yes. So you create new ones and you add it to that. Now, I have heard that it works really well to put it almost like in a binder or like a photo album and look at it every night before you go to sleep. Do you have an opinion on that? Like you literally flip the pages before you go to sleep, because it really helps like your mind just really concentrate on that and dream about it and really materialize it.
Oh, that's interesting, because I haven't thought about that.
You haven't thought about that?
I kind of like, in my opinion, I like it when it's on the wall, somewhere where you're going to see it every single day. And you're walking past it, and you're not, it's there.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Oh, that's cool.
Because to me, that, keeps the motivation and the drive there. When you're seeing that every day, and the words that you've chosen for yourself, are on there, and all the other pictures that you have on there. So that, to me...
it's sort of like if you dream it, you can be it, you can have it. It's kind of cool. I think it's really cool. How about, I've also seen computerized vision boards. I know that one time they were coming up really a lot on the computer. Do you use those at all? Do you recommend them?
I'm old school.
You're really old school. Really, with the poster board, hanging it up.
Yeah, and just, actually just doing it.
Yeah.
Because that process is fun
right.
also.
Right.
And so... I'm old school with that.
How often do you do the vision board classes?
Once a month.
You see, once a month you do a vision board class. People come in. You supply the pictures?
I supply, all the magazines, all the cutting, the scissors, the glue, everything, and the boards. I supply all of that. People just come in, we do it.
And do they know what they want when they get in there? Are you helping to create it as they sit at the table?
Well, when I open up, we will explore that and see what they actually want to just do some questions, see what they want to actually, do, and let it free flow, let it be organic.
Right.
And not,
Right. I could even see someone who's in a rut that really needs to change something that they're in, or even someone who's been diagnosed with an illness and is really in the fight of that could do a vision board, right?
Anyone can do a vision
board. Yeah. So you can do a vision board for anything that you wanted in your life.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Very cool. I mean, it's your vision. I mean,
right.
And why not?
Right.
If it's something you want to do, something you want to achieve later on, whether it's short-term or long-term.
Exactly. How long does a vision board class take? And is the vision boards complete usually by the time they're done?
By the time we leave, yes, they're done. A couple hours.
Okay.
Because through the whole beginning and the end, it's going to be a couple hours. There's through conversation, through actually doing it.
Men and women?
Men and women. We need more men. Women gravitate to vision boards more than, men do. It'd be nice if there was some men that would be interested in wanting to do it.
But you know why? Because the men's are all on the computer. They don't want people to see their vision. They're going to take my way and put it on the computer. So, Marguerite, how can someone get in touch with you? How can they find you? And I love the name of your business. My Shoes, My Journey.
My Shoes, My Journey, because we can only walk in our shoes and it's our own personal journey.
Awesome. Yeah. Perfect. So they can find you on the web.
On the web, myshoesmyjourney.com.
Perfect. Or your phone number?
Phone number 661-714-3193.
And email?
Is mmargotberg@gmail.com.
Awesome. Also, guys, I'm going to drop all of this in the notes on the Facebook Live page. We've enjoyed having you here for this hour. We love this show. I love this life coach right here. She's amazing. Find out when her next vision board class is. I'll probably be in there, and we can just have a great time and do a vision board. Doesn't that sound cool?
Sounds great.
Thank you so much, and we'll see you at the next Circle of Hope event.
Thank you.
Thank you.